Welcome to the Inglorious Bards. I'm your humble Game Master Tom, and this is Adventure 44. Thanks for joining us. We ended our last adventure on quite the toothy dragon-related cliffhanger, and everyone is dreadedly excited to see what happens next. Thanks for joining us. We're coming to you live on twitch.tv/IngloriousSpards every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Come join the live chat and see what's going on. You can also catch our videos on our YouTube channel, as well as the podcast platform on every podcast available. Check out where those links can be found, as well as join us on our Discord or support us on Patreon at ingloriousbards.com. I want to give a quick shout out to one of our Twitch supporters. FJ Willia is a subscriber and has been a subscriber for 7 months. Thank you so much. We always appreciate the support. It helps keeps the lights on and things running. All right, without further ado, let's get towards the dreaded battle. But first, a little ado. Let's hear what happened last week with Jeremy.
Well, when we started, we were actually in a great battle against Kul Kuvad, and we had just finished with that, and he was at the end of Palik's sword. That scene didn't last very long, as Palik did her job and completely took him out and killed him. We then went from there and immediately rushed over to Sildren, who had been turned to stone. After staying up all night doing prayers and rituals, Bali was able to heal him and bring him back from stone to flesh. Sildren then did his work and cast a spell on everybody to make sure that we could start traveling east towards the Scorial Tower that we knew was going to be there, and he made sure we did so without a trace. So we were able to stay hidden and stay very awake. By the time we got there, we found that there was not a couple of Colian guards there. There were about 1,700 of them, as there was a massive army that was amassing and building at the wall. And overhead, Yaru consistently heard that a great dragon, Vodak the White, was circling around and roaring in the distance. We managed to sneak into the tower, and when we got down, we found a ghost, one of the original Scorial guards, who gave us a lot of knowledge. But getting in there was difficult because it was already magically shrouded, and we had to fight through a zombie who just attacked us right upon entry, attacked Palik specifically. But when we got down, we spoke with the guard. He gave us a lot of information about Skorjanar's past, his origins, and even a way that we might defeat him based on a prophecy. As we left the tower, we found that we were going to be probably encountering something. We didn't expect the fight that happened. We jumped right up and out. We got attacked, and Xander, in his great bravery, dropped dead super fast. And that's literally where we left off. So from there, if we can make it, let the adventure begin.
We are outside the tower, getting our combat music going, switching to the combat view in our video player. And you guys are outside the tower. It is snowing at a moderate level, coming through the damaged ceiling. There's been blood, there's been chaos. The dragon, Vodak the White, is right outside the big giant opening of damage that's been done that almost looks a little Vodak sized, as though perhaps maybe a couple days ago he tried to get in here earlier. He is outside. almost toe-to-toe, almost literally toe-to-toe with Yaru. Master Yaru the idiot is what I'm calling him right now, being toe-to-toe with a dragon. Behind him, maybe 20 feet, are Piercy and Xander just within the building itself, the tower. Around them are two of these Colium guards, these soldiers, these dragonkin with weapons of ice, swords or spear swords. Then further back, maybe another 20 feet, is Palik and Bali, and they have another dragonkin right with them. And we have also a Sildren on the outside of what's going on with the tower, and he's got a dragon there. There's chaos, there's action, but before we get into that, all of that, before we begin, and Vodak is ready to go, we've got to set the scene with what just got everyone here with our opening script. The heroes climb out of the lower chambers of the Tower of Skordrenar and into the base of a ruined tower. The entrance of the stairs below rumbles and closes magically behind them, sealing off the lower area. Piercy steps over the corpse of a zombie they defeated earlier on their way to the tower.
What did the zombie guy say before we slew him, huh?
Die. I'll kill you all. This isn't the last you've seen of me. You know, the usual.
No. He said something quite upsetting. It was news.
What?
He sounded. I said he sounded news.
What are you saying?
Don't look at me. I have no idea.
News.
Yeah, the zombie started talking like it was Skordrenar himself.
Said we had a truce and that we broke the deal. Whatever that means.
Wait, no, how did we break the deal? What did we do?
Perhaps merely coming here to learn Skordrenar's secrets. Something we did well before coming to the tower. Something with these dragonkin Colium.
He also said that we would suffer.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of that.
Well, I'll check outside the tower to scout around.
Well, it doesn't matter. We got in. We got Skordrenar's secrets from that ghost down there. What's done is done. The zombie is dead. We got what we wanted.
Yelena, the young sorceress with the group, doesn't look convinced. I hope it's as simple as that, Palik. From the giant opening in the tower wall, Master Yaru calls back to his friends.
Hey, friends, we have a problem.
Roars from the dragonkin can be heard just outside the tower.
That's not good.
Well, as they say, out of the fire and into the frying pan.
What? No one says that.
Yes. Then we better have one in the bush before we have two in the hand, huh?
No, that's not. You're using those all wrong. Just stop talking.
Hey, it takes one to know one.
Gah!
The heroes draw their weapons and rush over to join Yaru at the opening in the wall.
How many are we dealing with?
4 or 5 dragonkin soldiers.
Then we're trapped. There's no way out of here.
Yaru looks slowly up to the sky.
They're not alone.
With a tremendous roar, a white dragon streaks through the falling snow and lands with a thunderous crunch in the ice outside. The stone walls of the tower shake and more snow falls. Vodak the White, champion of Char Ice, has arrived.
That's not good. That's definitely not good.
Vodak roars again, sending chills through the very bones of the heroes. Half a dozen dragonkin form ice blades and spears in their hands as they close in. You lie with the enemy of the dead and stand before the unstoppable cold like fools. You know who I am. You know my power. I care not for your names, only the taste of your blood on my lips and your bones in my belly. The time for talk is over. Now you die. The Colium soldiers close in. Vodak roars and scatters snow with enormous flaps of his wings.
Boy, I really hope this dragon doesn't kill me.
Vodak flies right up to the tower, slams to the ground, and blasts freezing ice out of its jaws. The heroes dive out of the way, but Xander drops to the ground, covered in painful shards of ice. Punches are thrown and swords swung as the soldiers rush the tower. Bali fills the ruined tower with healing magic. Xander shakes off the ice and rises to his feet.
Hang in there, Xander!
Ow!
Two Colium Dragonkins surround Xander and lash out with their weapons formed from ice. They cut through his robes and deal vicious wounds. The little gnome drops a second time. Yelena cries out, "Xander, no!" The young sorceress, not even knowing what she's doing, screams and reaches up to the sky to call some sort of spell to help the fallen gnome. Then there is a loud boom far above. Everyone, Hero, Dragonkin, and Vodak himself, all stop for a moment and look up. Blasting through the remains of the tower roof come a dozen flaming meteors. They smash into the two soldiers that drop Xander, badly burning the Dragonkin. Fiery meteors continue to rain down until the last one crashes on impact. Yelena looks at her own hands and then everyone else in astonishment. Before anyone can react, from just beyond where the meteors hit, Vodak the White rises up and flies into the tower with a roar. It is continuing our battle. It is Vodak's turn, and guess what he is going to do? I'm going to move him into the tower, flying through. He is flying over Yaru, past Piercy and Xander's body, past Palik, past Bali, and flying right past them into this tower, smashing bits of the tower opening wall, gaping wall that he doesn't quite fit through, and smashing stones and sending them dropping down. He lands on the other side right behind Bali and Palik, and that was one action as he speeds through there with one single flap of his wings. His second action is ground slam. He then slams down hard into the ground right behind those two heroes, and the ground shakes, the stone crack, and I need Bali and Palik to make reflex saves 37 or higher, please.
Does it matter that Bali is floating?
How so?
He's been on airwalk for quite a while now.
From where? Sounds great.
Spells of the first battle.
I remember him doing it.
Yeah, then you are fine.
Excellent.
Nice.
I know dragon tricks.
37.
Woo!
That's exactly what you needed.
Yep.
Wow. Palik, there's stones erupt around you. You're able to dodge out of the way as stones go flying, but you take no damage and are not knocked prone by this as well. For his third action, Vodak, final action, he turns around and bites at the closest enemy, which happens to be right at mouth level, which is a dwarven priest floating just off the ground and with giant mouth full of icicle-like fangs, reaches out and grabs onto you as best he can. Here comes his jaw attack against the cloth-wearing priest. I rolled a 43.
Nope, that's a critical.
Oh, dang it.
And out of the gate, Vodak the White deals piercing and cold damage totaling 95 damage.
95. I can take off 10 of the cold.
Why? Tell us why.
With my 10 resistance.
No, okay, you need it.
So that'll take it. I'm assuming he did way more cold. So that does 80. What was that? 87?
95.
95 total, so 85.
85. Okay.
All right.
Yay!
Vodak just grabs onto you and starts swinging you back and forth like a chew toy. Blood is dripping down this white dragon's mouth over his white icicle fangs. Baldy makes some sort of noise as you take 85 damage. What is that noise? Okay. Bali blows out his mic, and it is Master Yaru's turn. You're outside right now.
Oh, he is. So Master Yaru is currently, I believe, if correct me if I'm wrong, Chris, I'm covered in eyeballs right now.
Correct. That is correct.
I have a spell cast on me called Countless Eyes, which I'm just imagining they're in the most inappropriate places, like going both butt cheeks, like in the
they're everywhere.
You know, yeah.
Like there's nothing
In the
they're
webbing
not
of
in.
your big toe.
Are they googly eyes?
Sounds like an
Well, they're all like different types. Some are cat eyes, some are googly, some are like the coily eyes that come out, you know.
But they're all lazy.
Only a third of them are lazy. So Yaru, with that being said, part of the spell is that I cannot be flanked, I believe. Is that correct?
Or yes.
And
you also have 360-degree vision. So
Or kissed or hugged.
I'm going to do two things. I'm going to cast 2 focus spells and teleport/fly directly behind Vodak's head.
Okay.
So that I will be.
What's the spell you're casting?
So I'm going to cast Abundant Step and Wind Jump so that I teleport to the position and then maintain that position in the sky. So
Okay.
I'm flying above him. Essentially, I'm going to do that over here first, just so I get so I can do the movement essentially. So I'm going to be. Should I move my icon like into his or just like above his or next to it or something?
Yeah, put him on. Just put it on him.
On top? Okay, I'm
just
going
go ahead
to.
and put it in his mouth.
Yeah.
I will do that.
Just do the same with Bali.
So
Start
I'll do,
moving it
like,
down his throat.
I'll do like 30 feet in the air. I don't know how tall he is exactly, but I'm like right behind his eyes.
Okay.
And with my last action, I am going to do a flurry of blows.
All right.
Oh, toe to toe again.
Face to face this time.
Boot to the head. Any old school people remember that?
2 attacks coming in. The first 25, the second a 37.
25, you kick, but you're thrown off balance by this quick teleporting. Your second one, though, you focus for a moment and connects.
All right.
Nice.
This is the first wound to Vodak the White, by the by.
Vodak will take 19 points of damage. Of that damage, 2 are fire.
Oh, no.
Oh, hey, know what? 19 is that's what you rolled, right?
Did I roll? Oh, I rolled a 19, which
That's a
means
crit.
I
Wait.
rolled a natural 20.
Wait,
I have a keen rune.
All right, hold on.
Yes.
Let's double check. You rolled a 19, so you have a keen rune. And what does the keen rune do,
The
Alistair?
keen rune means that when you roll a 19, a natural 19, that also counts as a natural 20.
Where's
Okay.
the 19?
My
It's a
second,
strike. It's a second
my
strike.
second flurry of blow strike.
Yeah, if you
37
click
is
on the
19,
1d20 plus 18, it'll break it down and show you what the natural roll was.
Okay. Well, that's,
So let
that's
me
important news.
Yeah,
Roll that.
your damage does not count. Go ahead and re-roll.
I'll just go up to the critical button and click on that.
Way better.
Way better.
So while I miss, I've like backflip in the air and I come down on him. You coward! And now he will receive 41 points of damage, 5 of that fire.
Let's see. Immunity. He does not have immunity to fire, surprisingly. All right. 41 plus some vulnerability. That is quite a lot for an opener. Doing some
Did you
math.
drop him? Is he dead?
He is not dead, but that is a big. You just caught him by surprise. This big flaming boots upside his face. Wow, nice.
That is the end of my turn.
Piercy.
Piercy is standing next to a fallen Xander, but next to fallen Xander is a Colium soldier, and Piercy looks at him and says,
Good evening. May I dance with you?
and does leading, what's it called? Oh, man. Leading dance.
Okay.
So I am going
Dance.
to do a performance roll against his will DC.
All right.
Performance. It's PD. There we go. And we got a 28.
Is a success.
Yeah. So during this little dance, I just, I take him one hand behind the lower back, the other extended in his right arm. And I'm going to take these guys and I'm just going to move him back away from Xander as I step in between the two of them.
But what does it actually do? You just freaking dance with them, or is there like a?
I move him out
skill?
of the way for and it doesn't count as, it doesn't trigger any attack or anything. So he's going to move one step away from Xander, and I'm going to be in between the two. And I also gain panache by doing that.
Oh, really?
Ah.
That's sweet. Leading dance is what you did.
I did.
Just double checking. You both move up to 10 feet in the same direction.
Okay, so he would go
and
there.
where-
He would go.
And where is he
So I'm
moving?
going to go where he is. So he's going to go northwest of me.
Okay.
All right, so that's my first action. Second action with panache is to. Second action with panache is to do a. I'm just gonna do a normal attack on him.
On that dude? He is really bloodied up by
Yeah,
the meteor attack that Yelena did, by the way.
Piercy kind of scoots him back. Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not see how hurt you are. Maybe we just do this instead. And wah! And so let's see what happens with the roll. Oh, that's going to be 36 to hit.
36 is a hit.
There you go.
We doing 20 points of damage.
You drop him immediately.
Excellent. That was my plan with my third action. I turn around to Xander and I pull out a bottle of greater healing potion.
All right, it is in your hand. Can't give it to him yet, but it is primed and ready. Because even if he does get healed, I'm sure he'll be dropped down for not too long.
It's not funny.
Next up is the start of the round. We are at Palik. Oh, by the way, going back a second, Yaru, you have one more turn of this weird heat aura that your gas bag thing did right at the entrance. One more turn of that.
Okay, I can't move that at all.
Palik.
Can I? It just exploded.
Yeah.
No, you cannot.
Well, Palik is invisible right now because of Bali's drop dead spell. Her body's lying at her feet as her invisible form is standing above it. She's going to give Brenros's shoe that's floating right at her head a little boop.
You mean Bali's shoe?
Bali, sorry.
There's weeping in the background.
Sorry. To get
And
some
in the foreground.
to get some healing from his
Vital Beacon.
vital beacon.
How much healing is that?
6d10.
You roll it. You're the healer.
Oh, all right. Oh, I'm apparently prepared for this.
I have a feeling Brenros is going to come back as a ghost, but he's going to be like, "You guys are haunting me. Can you shut up with my name?" I'm trying to sleep.
Let's roll. It's just an R in that. And that will heal 32 points of health.
Awesome. And then Palik's gonna gingerly creep over.
And you can keep touching if you want.
No. One touch is enough.
One touch is enough.
And she's going to break her invisibility by striking this sack of shit.
What? Not a noble enemy with respect?
No.
Champion of Char Ice.
Right.
She's dropped her boyfriend twice now. She's not happy.
All right.
Whoa.
Yaro, I'm gonna
That will
move
bring
you,
Xander back to consciousness.
I rolled a 3. I'm gonna
To hit.
To hit. Well, 20. It's 26 to hit. I'm pretty sure that's not going to hit. So I'm going to use my halfling luck for the day and re-roll that.
All right, so what happened is you swung with invisibility and you missed so badly the spell didn't trigger and go off. Another attack.
Shit.
And you're also getting flat-footedness on the guy too.
Yeah, so 34.
34. Going to the judges. Invisible, you still miss him.
Oh.
You hit and it does not go through his hide, and he cocks his head back and sees this little halfling thief slowly appear.
Oh, shit. Okay, that's my turn.
All right, and Yarrow, I just moved you above the stacking. This is
that's
working
fine.
as well. All right, Sildren, you are the only one outside of this tower. You're inside this cloud of concealing mist with a dragonkin right at your toes.
Yeah, there's two things happening simultaneously with Sildren. He's speaking, and he's shouting to Yelena, and he says, "Very good, Yelena. The white dragon is the key. She is the one that will kill Xander and the rest of us if he is not dealt with. Channel your fear and strength at him." And as he's saying that, his voice is getting deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper as he's growing larger and larger, turning green and becoming a dragon.
Right.
Don't
bite Xander.
And
that's a lot of words.
and
it could have a big effect. So if you want, you can say all of that and get a diplomacy roll to make. Or you can just make it condensed and not have to spend an action.
Can I use something I'm trained in? Actually, diplomacy I'm trained in. Okay, yes, I will take the diplomacy roll.
All right. And that +2.
And I'm going to use a hero point because I rolled a 3.
Fair enough, great.
All right.
Let's try that again. $27 total on diplomacy.
With a 27, you don't see any result, but Piercy, you're next to her and she's standing over Xander, and she hears Sildren's strong words getting stronger and stronger as he morphs into a dragon, I believe you said.
Yep.
And as she rotates around, she looks at this big dragon maybe 40 feet away, and she still has this look of fear in her eyes, but she is now focused on it. So you have definitely got her attention on there. Go ahead, Sildren, keep going. You have 2 actions left.
I think that the transformation takes 2 to turn into the dragon, and then
It takes 1.
perfect. And then Sildren brings up a claw and swipes down at the blue power shard thing.
Oh, you're going to do dragon form? Dragon form is 2 actions in your spell list.
Okay, yes. Then I guess that's 2 actions plus a diplomacy roll was a 3rd one?
Yep.
Okay, then I
Right.
suppose my... wait! Because I have Shunka.
Hiding in the mist.
Yes, and Shunka will no longer be hiding in the mist. And can hit 35 feet there. And a leap at Vodak.
All right.
Volley looks nervous for a bit, but
So does Shunka.
I'm not used to this.
Come on, little buddy. Oh,
it was so there.
Why, Shunka?
Shunka rolled a 2 for a total of 22, and Shunka misses. That is it. Sildren, don't forget you can change your token into the cool dragon thing.
Yeah.
And Bali, floating in the air. You are out of the dragon's teeth for now. What are you going to do? You're at half health.
Right. I am at half health.
85 points only put you at half health. That's pretty great.
Yeah. I'm counting on some group love, maybe.
Touch yourself.
That may actually happen. So, first things first, Bali focuses his energy. He just got this nasty bite from this dragon, but he does see his friend imperiled and lying on the ground. Volley starts stirring around with the stones that he has about his neck and begins to cast a spell which alights upon Xander solely. And this would be a healing spell. And here we go. What?
Big heal on Xander, perhaps.
91 points of health.
Oh!
That's amazing! Thank you.
91 points of health. Then
Is that your biggest heal you have available?
It's one of many big heals that I have available, fortunately.
That is nice.
And then the last is a touch upon himself, which is it is 8d6. What? And Bali will heal for 25 points of damage.
To himself. All right. Xander, you are conscious. You lose all your dying levels. You gain an additional wounded level. You're at wounded 2 now.
Good.
You are prone, but your eyes are awake. You see Piercy is next to you. Yelena is next to you. So is the blue painted faced dragonkin is next to you as well.
Oh, what a dick. Wow, feeling so much better and perhaps even hopeful. Xander will spring to his feet. He will point at the painted dragonkin, and just like he's trying to point his fingers up his nose, Xander will send out an elemental blast in a 60-foot line that will cast through him and I believe into Vodak as well.
I believe you can draw a line that will make that happen, and you will miss everyone else and just hit those 2 targets. I'm good. I'm good. Make it happen. That's sweet.
Yeah. It looks like that glory mess. Make sure I just dodge and shunka as well. Yeah, right through everyone.
Beautiful.
Sweet. All right. There's a big blast of some sort of fire, I assume?
It is super fire. Yeah, it is. It's a big blast of fire. They have a basic reflex save of a DC 30.
Okay. Oops. There we go. Nope. Yes. Here it comes. 33 for the dragonkin.
All right. So he succeeds. He'll take half.
And Vodak.
Come on, that one.
Yeah.
Vodak. Oh, he's got to make this. He's too high level. 28.
He will fail, so he takes the full damage.
Oh, too many ones.
Fire.
45 points of fire damage.
It's a good burn.
It's a good burn.
Burn, you nasty dragon!
And that's
And-
half to the badly wounded blue.
Correct.
Guy.
I'll take 22. And I believe standing was that third action. Is that right?
Standing is an action. Yep.
Yep. So that.
All right, this line of fire goes blasting out. You almost bring the blue painted dragonkin to his knees in fiery death, but he's barely alive, smoldering. Vodak also gets hit. He's taken some damage, surprising amounts of damage, and Xander is done. It is their turn. Colium's soldier number 1, he is bleeding. He is going to... Who made him bleed? Palik did, I believe. So he's going to go try and return that favor. He's going to move in on Palik. He moves next to you. No. He wants to get some flanking action on you. And he gets on the other side between you and Vodak, and he attacks. He is moving with 1, then doing the Draconic Frenzy triple attack with a sword made of pure, clear ice. He attacks Palik. Not once, not twice, but 3 times with a 30 to hit.
Nope.
Whoa! Swings again a little more angrily, where misses that one, and then lashes out with his tail desperately. with a 30 to hit. Oh, it was such a high roll.
Yeah. Oh, remember that? Oh, the only thing that saved me is last week we got that extra AC. You gave us a choice, and I took that extra AC point.
And what was that from?
31. When we stayed in the hut,
Is the druid cave?
the druid
Moon
cave.
Cave, yeah. Cool. All right.
Thank you, Chris.
Oh, but before we have some business to finish with this guy first, though. He's going to take 6 points of bleeding damage.
All right. He almost got rid of it, but did not. He continues to bleed due to your wound. Next up is the Colium soldier, who is next to the green dragon known as Sildren. He is slightly hurt. He vomits forth behind you, shattering shards of ice. We've seen this many times before. The dragon known as Sildren needs to make a reflex save of 29.
Would it matter if, because I'm in the concealing mist, that he might not be able to see me?
Not on area effects.
Okay. So what's my save?
29.
On what type?
Reflex. Pathfinder 2nd edition.
Can I do fortitude instead?
You may not.
Good. 36.
36.
Actually, 37, because Sildren took saves.
Yeah.
You take half damage. Woo! I rolled really high on this damage. 48, so half of that is 24 points of cold damage. Still gets through.
Xander, do you happen to remember how many temp hit points you get when you turn into a dragon?
Automatically added in, but yeah, it should be 10.
Yeah, it's done for you.
Okay. All right, I see it. And how much damage should I take?
24. He still has another action left, and he strikes with his sword with a 33 against your dragony armor class.
I have no idea.
It's already baked into your character sheet.
All right, 31.
All right.
Yeah, so he hits.
It's a hit. You have been hit for 27 piercing and cold.
Eesh.
Sildren taking a beating. He's like 25% health left.
I can't see him.
I know, he's all alone. There's another Colium soldier who is kind of outside and trying to go around this annoying heated gas that's not deadly for them, but really annoying. He is going to do a move and carefully squeeze between things and then race up and attack Shunka, but he had to waste 2 actions to slip through there and not get touched by that stuff. So good job, Yaru. And he only gets 1 attack instead of the triple Draconic Frenzy. Attacking the wolf with a 39 to hit.
That will hit.
All right. Shunka is absorbing some damage, totaling 34 piercing and cold.
Yeah.
There is the blue painted marked Colium soldier right next to Xander. He turns around and sees Xander just rising to his feet and swipes down with his blade. This guy's almost dead, blood dripping from multiple wounds. He's burnt from you. Swings down super hard at you, Xander, with a triple attack. First one. Natural 20.
Oh, no! Dang it! That's gonna
my
miss.
goodness. Oh my goodness.
armor
Here's the
class is 20.
damage. 61.
Good God!
Slashing cold. You're still on your feet?
I'm still on my feet. Thanks, Bolly.
61. Bolly enacts a fast rune that flashes and absorbs some of that damage away, but it whisks away back, and like mad little fairies start biting at Bolly. He's like, ah! And he takes some of that damage on your behalf. 18 points will be rescinded from that, and I'll take that 18. So.
Oh, you're absorbing 18 of that
18
yourself.
points of that 61. So now I got to do math. That's 40, what, 30,
43. 43.
Thank you. Good God.
Woo! But he's not done.
Cool.
There he has a second attack on Xander with his blade. I rolled a 20 on the first one and a 19 on the second one. That's a 35 to hit.
That does hit.
Not a critical, though.
Not a critical.
Oh, man. 24 points of damage.
Oh my god, here we go.
How many do you have left?
24.
He's not done yet. He has a tail strike to do at you. That is a 27 to hit.
Oh, that misses! He actually misses!
He just did triple attacks with his 2-action Draconic Frenzy. For his last action, he will strike you with his tail once more.
No, he just did that! Oh!
With a 15 to hit.
Still miss! Critical miss! Do I get him back?
No, no. There is one more enemy to deal with.
Who should make a fortitude save really quickly. Because he did not do it when I got my successful hit.
What? Tell me about it.
When I hit him with my Keen Rune strike, the natural 19, that enacts a stunning fist ability, which I have, which means he has to roll a fortitude save of 30 or higher, or else he becomes stunned 1.
How did the Keen Rune trigger that? Keen Rune.
I'm just saying it was on that hit. It was on that 19 when I hit him. I just didn't make you do the fortitude save.
Oh, I thought we had gotten rid of that, or was that just with the cold rune that I'm remembering?
That's the cold rune. This is the stunning fist, which goes up with my class DC.
Which is a separate effect.
Which is a separate thing.
All right, I'll just stop asking questions and do what you asked me. All right. This
okay, Vodak is something Pathfinder.
Does not matter. Another natural 20 on the fortitude save.
Yeah, we'll ignore it from now.
Okay.
I shouldn't have said it, damn it.
Vodak is going. Vodak went to this spot in particular.
But when does Xander's little buddy go?
Yelena? She is not ready for spells. She is still nervous and apprehensive. She's not an active every turn combatant. Not yet. It is Vodak's turn. He starts welling up in his chest. He picked this angle for a reason. However, sticking to the rules, which we like to do, I'm going to the Icy Death of Doom breath weapon. It can't use the breath weapon again for 1d4 rounds. It used it once. This is the second round, and I haven't rolled that die yet. Here it comes. You're looking for a 3 or a 4. You see ice and cold welling up in his chest, but it's not ready this turn. Oh, okay. Instead, he's got someone flying. That ignores that concept. Oosh. Instead, Vodak will do a Draconic Frenzy triple attack, and he will do not his jaws. It will be a claw on Bali, a claw on Yaru, and then lash out behind him with a tail at Palik. Here comes the claw on Bali. God, I was like, no. Oh, it's a 37 to hit.
37 is a hit.
Bali, who
only
is
a hit. Thank God.
Bali was badly hurt. It takes 36 points of damage.
Any of that cold I can reduce?
That is slashing only.
I will take 37 then.
Then he strikes with a small penalty against Yaru with his claw. Oh! Yaru, do you want to... You get a free move as he critically fails.
Okay. Free. When you say free move, do you mean literal movement or?
You get a movement right now.
Okay.
If you want.
No, not. I don't want to leave my square if that's what you mean.
Okay, then fine. We'll keep it where we're at. It is his last attack on Palik.
Okay.
Palik, tail comes whipping at you with a 25 to hit.
Oh, sir.
And then he will, with that big fumbly bite at you, Yaru, he will claw at you. He will do his, those were 2 actions to do that. His third and final action will be a very challenging jaw bite at you, Yaru.
Okay.
Here it comes with a -10. I think I got you with a 39.
Didn't he attack Bali, Yaru, then Palik? Wasn't that his actions?
Yes, that's 2 actions with Draconic Frenzy. So he's doing a 4th attack.
A 39 does hit.
All right. Yaru, who's at perfect health, has been bitten for 43 cold and piercing.
Okay, near perfect. I had 2 points of damage.
All right.
43.
Vodak is done. Yep. And again, you see this ice welling up in him. Yaru, it is your turn, and your little gas bubble outside is no more. I'll get rid of that for you.
Thank you. Okay. Where is the thing?
We have people in chat taunting. Haha, old dragon.
I love them. Keep it up, guys. Actions. What is the technical? Yaru wants to grapple him, specifically grab him by the neck.
What?
Master Yaru.
Dragon.
Master Yaru is a Titan wrestler, sir. Master Yaru can wrestle creatures up to 2 times his size.
That does work.
Dun, dun, dun.
Technically, I can.
You know the maneuver.
Might not be smart, but
Yeah. Even though you're Hoist Gracie, that is Andre the Giant that you're messing with
Yes,
right
Up on
now.
the top rope and realizing you have no height advantage.
If that's the standard, I'll take Hoist Gracie every time, but okay.
All right, so you're making a grapple.
I'm hoping it's an acrobatics attempt, but I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure it is not.
I don't see it in my actions.
Yeah, we'll get it. Actions. I got it here. Actions, 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 actions. Grapple. Takes 1 action. It's you attempt to grab an opponent, attempt an athletics check versus their fortitude save.
Oh, shit. Okay. He's a dragon. This is not going to be easy. But we'll see. First action. 30 total.
30. You fail. You critically fail.
Oh, okay.
If you, it breaks free if you're already grappled. If your target can either grab you as if it succeeded or force you to fall and land. And he forces you down, swats you down.
Okay.
You're on the ground prone now.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Because I have 2 actions left and I have Winding Flow, so I'm going to stand right back up.
Okay.
And just rise right back to his face. So that I would be the first target of any such breath weapon.
Taunt the dragon. That's a good idea.
And I am going to use my last 2 actions.
Well, if you're going back vertically, that would take movement.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll just stand up then. I'll
standing
just back to my looking up at him position.
And if anyone wants to know, Winding Flow is a free ability. He can, as a free action, he just instantly.
Did I take any damage from that smash?
Nope.
Or we just play.
Nope.
Okay. Okay. I'll just look up at him and kind of wipe some of the rubble and dust and claw marks and stuff. I am grateful for the pain, Vodak. It is a reminder that I'm still alive. And I'm going to 1-inch punch him.
All right. With the 2 actions, here it comes. Oh, he's got good armor.
I'm going to use a hero point. I will use a hero point.
6-year-old.
6.
So that's 6. Let's turn it into a 5.
Oh. And you deliver your great line, you wind it up, and you punch, and it just goes ring.
Damn.
Oh, that stings me.
Yeah,
that
that
good
hurts.
way to use a hero point.
I mean, didn't have any other option.
Okay, Piercy.
Piercy has a question. Is the frightened that he has, does that go down a level each at the end of each turn, or is it special?
Yes.
All right, so he's no longer frightened. Let's fix that real quick.
No, it's doing it for you, I think. That's why it's
Nope.
listing it there in the...
It hasn't changed in like.
Oh, it hasn't? Okay, then yeah, go ahead and do it.
All right. Oh, that's the wrong way. Right click. There we go. All right. So Piercy, kind of watching what's happened. He looks at Xander. Xander, you up or down yet?
I'm barely up. I was
Okay.
up for a little bit. I got hit really hard by this fucking blue face.
Yeah. So Piercy saw Xander get up, and he was about to put his potion away, and then he saw Xander get hit again, and he's like, well, maybe. And so he's like, Xander, you take this. So he hands Xander his greater healing potion for his first action. Second action is to move 20 feet over here in between the marked Colium, in between the marked Colium guard and the other Colium and Shuka. And third action is to he still has panache, but he's just going to do a normal strike. So
Oh. Hold.
Damn it.
Hold. I should be retconning the heck out of this, but I don't want to get too deep in. I'm just going to retcon back one turn and one turn only. As you're doing all this kung fu awesomeness, Yaru, a wave of emanating cold starts to emanate out from Vodak, and everyone who ends their turn within 10 feet of him takes 3d6 cold damage, and that will happen to you right now, Yaru. 14 cold damage coming your way. Continue, Piercy.
Piercy, for his third action, runs his blade through the marked Colium soldier with 38.
38 is a hit. No, that's a 40.
40.
Right.
Yeah, because he's
Flanking.
40.
That's a critical hit.
Critical hit. So
Ignore
that's,
that damage and roll again.
Good. That damage was crap. Oh, that's not good either.
38.
38. You skewer him and he drops dead.
Here's
Yelena steps back from this bloody thing at her feet too.
Piercy tips his head.
Tips his
Is that
hat.
it?
That's it. That's all he's
All
got.
right. Palik.
So, Palik's gonna reach into her bag and detonate her last hot expungerator.
Nice.
I don't remember how to do the.
Yeah, you don't do those often, do you?
No. How do you do the radius thing?
Oh, so you go over to there's a wrench, a P, and a D. Do the D, and then I believe the ruler, and then there should be a circle on the right of that. And then start from where you want it to start, and then expand it out. For anyone not using Foundry, they're like, "What the fuck did he just say?"
No.
Yeah,
Anyone can do it for him if you want.
Please.
Okay, 20 feet.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
You want it right there, just where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 1 point for myself and all the enemies in there.
That would be me as well. 1 point of fire.
Yeah.
So minor damage to everyone, extremely minor. 1 point, this hot gas goes out and then just starts to linger low on the ground. But that 1 point agitates these cold enemies like crazy. And how about a little shout out to our friend Phineas?
Yes.
Tumblepods.
Man.
It's finally worth something.
Couldn't have made it 1d6, Finn.
But it's also going to force them to flee. Probably not Vodak, but the other two to get the hell out. And then I will take 2 strikes at Vodak for a 40.
40 is a hit.
Yeah.
And that's with the flank.
Yep.
As with flanking, yes.
Nice.
So 34 points of damage.
Oh.
And he will have persistent bleed damage.
Oh, that's juicy.
And then I will strike again. Come on, damn it! With the 26.
26 is not a hit.
Okay.
In addition, Vodak will use his reaction to trigger freezing blood. You are automatically sprayed with nasty blood, a la Aliens from Aliens, but this is cold, icy cold blood that sprays upon you. There is no save. You take 3d6 points of damage. That is 10 points of cold damage, and you are slowed 1 for 1 round.
Who is this?
Me.
Palik.
Okay. Damn.
Apparently, is that because I did because I pierced it and it bled on me?
Yeah, you cut through and blood came out.
Okay.
Sildren, the green dragon outside.
Yeah, so Sildren brings a giant clawed hand up and smashes it down on the blue shard, the power crystal thing.
William Spark.
Coleum Spark.
Yeah. Good job.
Trust me, Yaru knows what the fuck it is. He's got a face full of it.
Sorry, I was screwing around. You're attacking the spark?
Correct.
All right, make your attack. Where the
So
heck is
let's
the
see.
description?
Agile, 3d10. So that's just basically my regular weapon attack. 30. It would be a 30 to hit.
Okay, that is a hit. What's the damage?
3d10.
So this is a magical blue emanating pulsing source that is connected. Every time these guys arrive, there always seems to be one of these little areas of magic nearby.
19 points of damage.
19. What did you bit it? What did you do?
A clawed hand came
like
down
a
on top
cat
of it.
at a laser toy type thing. You claw at it. You tear out some of this blue magic, sending blue sparks flying, but it is still maintaining its magical form.
Then a tail comes lashing around at it and strikes at that as well. And that will be a 25 to hit.
That is a hit.
That's also 3d10 points of damage.
Woo.
He's sharp at both ends, folks.
And that's for 20 points of damage.
And it shatters like crazy, and a blue energy goes boom and blasts out, and it does plenty of damage to the nearest enemy, which is the one that's right next to you, and does 70 points of damage to that guy.
Oh.
And it drops him prone, and the 2 other Coleum soldiers are also, even though they're inside the tower behind a wall, are also dropped prone by this effect emanating through. Vodak could care less, however.
So Sildren has one more action. What is the roof of this tower? Like, can he land on top of that?
You can. It doesn't look to be the most structurally sound, and it is maybe 60 feet high.
There are a bunch of holes in it.
Oh, a whole bunch of holes. Meteors
Okay.
came crashing through for sure.
Sildren will touch down lightly, still flapping draconic wings to kind of on that maybe, let's see. I'm going to say I have 100 feet. He's going to come like over to the like northwest-ish, about what would be 10 o'clock, and land on the edge of the tower.
Okay.
Like the outside edge where it's going to be strongest. So yeah.
Like there.
Yeah, but up top above it, so he's not inside. So
Right.
hopefully concealed, like completely concealed from.
And if you right click on your token, there's a number on the top left of 0. That can be your altitude. Type that in what altitude you have, and you're good. Volley, you have taken some beatings. You're right next to Vodak. What are you doing?
First, I need to check. There is an item in question I need to make sure I possess. Something that quickens my pace.
Yep, you have
Something
it.
that is moving.
It is a bracelet of dashing.
It is active, or it is.
You have to spend one action to activate it.
Okay, that's the problem.
That's the catch. Oh, by the way, Piercy, you ended within 10 feet of Vodak. You entered his aura. You take 10 points of cold damage.
So did Palik.
Palik, thank you. Also 10 points.
Right.
And if Sildren can get a few words in as he's going, it's Yelena, you must strike now.
Okay.
I'm trying to move, and I have no movement capability. Why is that?
Where do you need to go?
Are you on the draw?
I'm going. Where is it? 25. Yes. What? There we go. All right. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You're good. I need to do this. Xander feels the laser eyes of Volley on him as another massive heal spell is unleashed. I trust you know what to do with this. And
Shunka moved as well.
72 health.
Oh,
Nice.
thank you for that.
That ends Volley's turn. Volley gets some reciprocating healing, and that's it. Okay.
Okay. So you're walking on air still, right?
Walking very much on air, yes.
All right, and focusing a big heal on Xander. Xander's almost back up to full health. Speaking of Xander, what do you want to do?
Oh, well, being as strong as I am, I'm trying to decide if I should attack or benefit everybody else, but I really need to get out of the way because I know there's a cold blast coming to drop me again. So Xander's going to charge up his aura. He's going to grab a whole bunch of spell from down and up, and using the same kind of idea that Yelena had, he's going to throw out Chain Lightning at the Colium Guard and Vodak.
Okay, try and arc it between the targets.
Correct. So they do have a reflex save of 30. The first one's going to be at the nearest Colium Guard.
All right, Colium Guard gets a 34.
He saves.
Takes half damage.
Which means I think that it actually also stops the chain from going.
Let's see.
Critical.
You can add the roll the damage only once. The chain ends if anyone critically succeeds. Only critically succeeds.
Only critically succeeds. Okay, so with a normal success, he'll just take half damage, and the next one will go arc to the other Colium Guard.
All right. Zap, the lightning arcs in between your fellow heroes. The next Colium Dragonkin soldier also rolls well. 35, takes half damage.
And the next one will then hit to Vodak.
Vodak senses this coming and easily gets a 30.
That is just barely the save. He made it.
All right.
So they will all take half damage. I can't see any other Colium Guard, so I don't believe I can send the Chain Lightning anywhere else.
Okay.
But they will take
Nice.
half of 66. It'll be 33 points of electrical damage.
Wow. To 3 different people. You wound one who was not even touched. You kill another guy who was bleeding and messed up. And Vodak takes 33 as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
Then I say, let's get out of here! And I ask Yelena to come with me as Xander moves the full 30 feet. Whoa, my God. My map is scrolling.
Xander runs 5,000 miles. What did you just do?
I am way zoomed out. Sorry, I was trying to move 30 feet out of the tower. I'll come back. I'll figure it out.
All right, Yelena then says, Xander, what do I do? And she's looking at this dragon 40 feet away, just breathing in this cold and ice and white building in its mouth. She looks at it in fear.
Yeah.
It should be here.
Xander, what do I do?
You're supposed to come with me!
All right, she stops what she's doing and runs behind you, Xander. done. It is enemy turn. The first one is the Colium soldier that got left behind out in the mist. It turns to go inside, and instead sees two defenseless looking spellcasters come out, and it runs over to you, Xander.
Ah!
Double checking the move speed super fast. Oh yeah, fly 50. He flies right over instantly to you, Xander, and then gets his triple attack Draconic Frenzy. He has an ice spear that he stabs you with terribly with a 23.
Miss!
Stabs a second time. Ah! Breaks his ice spear and it shatters against you, and then spends his last attack reforming it and wastes it. Wow.
Wow, nice.
That was a
Lucky
critical
gnome.
failure.
Lucky gnome.
There is another Colium soldier next to Piercy and Vodak, but also within that aura of gas, that slightly warm gas that's really annoying for them.
And he has to stand up, right?
Yeah, and he's also
yeah.
prone.
Oh, yeah, he stands up. That wouldn't have worked anyway. All right, yeah, he stands up.
Would that mean the other one had to stand up too?
Yeah, it does, but it doesn't matter. He
Okay.
didn't hit anyway, so we're good.
Oh, yeah.
All right, he stands up, goes around Piercy, and then attacks, but he only gets one attack because he only has one action and can't get that triple attack in. So good job all the way around, team. Here comes a stab at you, Piercy, with a 39 to hit.
That hits.
Hits. Piercy coming in with some damage with 32 cold and piercing. Piercing for Piercy.
Hey. Watch where you're putting that.
Vodak is up. There are only 3 enemies left. This battle is almost over.
For whom?
Vodak on
That's not encouraging.
Vodak on the ground raises up and slams right back into the ground with a ground slam again, and hits everyone within 10 feet, including no, his other guy, his buddy was flying, so his buddy is fine. He hits Yaru, who's on the ground, Palik on the ground, and Piercy on the ground. You guys need to make reflex save 37s.
Come on, guys.
Do it! You do it!
Ah!
Okay, that's a natural one. Yaru's going to go ahead and use Cat's Luck to re-roll the reflex saves.
All right, Piercy,
This
does that
is-
pass?
Piercy dances through the reflex save.
With a natural 19, which is a natural 20!
I think.
On
I
attack.
think that only works to hit.
Only on
sir.
attacks. Only on attacks.
Then it's not! Never mind!
Palika was the only one that failed.
All right, Palik, you take the damage. The damage is 16 points of damage, and you're knocked prone. So Palik is prone and stunned for her next turn.
Critical success, though, for you.
Vodak is looking to do some breathing. He would really like to do some breathing, but you guys scatter like a bunch of punks.
Hey, man, he's
Let's
looking up
see.
at this guy like Tommy Lee Jones at the end of Men in Black. Let's go. Eat me.
50-foot cone. Let's see what he can do with a 50-foot cone, shall we?
Oh, good lord.
That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna breathe south, getting Piercy, Xander, and Yelena, and not his allies, with this big blast of intense cold, like a blizzard over several hours condensed into 2 seconds. Oh, just massive snow, wind, and shards flying into you guys. Everyone needs to make those 3 of you, Piercy and Xander in particular, need to make reflex saving throws. Xander, if you want, you can take a -2 penalty to help protect Yelena, but I know it's not your forte.
40.
Yeah, I'm-
Piercy?
That's great.
Xander's gonna just roll it with his +1, and he gets a 35.
Okay. Target number was 36.
No!
So, Piercy, you would take half damage, or is that no damage?
That's no damage for me.
Oh. Xander, you take full damage of 57 cold.
Good lord.
And with a pretty high roll, Yelena is dropped to the ground as she is coated with shards and is bleeding from ice and drops unconscious and bleeding out on the ground. That is Vodak's turn. He is bloodied and not happy.
He's going to take some bleeding damage.
Gosh darn it.
Only 8 points.
He's making the roll to get rid of the bleed.
Points.
He succeeds. No, we have to roll a 15 or higher. He fails. He continues to bleed. How much damage was it one more time?
8 points.
All right. Okay, it is Master Yaru's turn.
Oh, goody. Okay. I'm just checking to see if he needs to make, or if he takes persistent fire damage as part of my criticals. I don't think I've been doing that. But I'll check that after this turn. So he's like facing out the door. He's
At
facing.
the moment, sure.
Okay. He's kind of facing every direction, I suppose. Yeah, Yaru's just gonna sort of yell.
Children, get down here. We need you now. Xander, get her out of here.
And we'll do a 1-inch key strike, which is a 1-inch punch, 2-action attack with a key strike, which gives him a +1 to hit, which will add damage to the hit, should I hit.
Can you do that?
I believe so. That's kind of the point of the spell, is it not?
Point of what spell? Key strike?
The key strike. You focus your key into magical attacks, make an unarmed strike or flurry of blows.
So you have to do flurry of blows or an unarmed strike, and then you're wanting to combine that with 1-inch punch. That's the kicker. Let's look at 1-inch punch.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's as designed. Let's take a look. You put all of your force into a single mighty strike. No, you can't combine them because the key strike is telling you to make right then a strike or flurry of blows. Once you've completed that, then you would do a 1-inch punch, which then tells you to make a strike.
I thought I could combine the two. That would be kind of cool. Okay, I guess I'll do 2-action 1-inch punch and then a key strike.
Oh,
You're a master of the 3 winds. You're already cool.
Thank you. We'll do a 1-inch punch, 2-actioner.
all right. Come on.
With a 34 to hit. I'm sorry, a 36. Am I flanking with anybody because he's so big?
Nope, you got to be opposed angles.
I thought we said oh, never mind.
No, you got to be able to draw a line between the two of you and cross two different sides. 34 is a miss, I'm afraid.
Okay. Instead of using that last action, I will go over to Volley and give him a nice little tap on the shoulder.
All right, that's 1 action to get there, so you can't touch him yet. You got to spend an action to do that.
Oh my gosh.
You want him to do a lot of things.
I mean, I can't like land on top of him and that counts?
No, he's got to spend an interact action to touch him.
Jeez.
Hug mode.
I don't
Or stay put, make a key strike, and take some cold aura damage.
Yeah. Oh. That's no fun.
No.
Yeah, that cold aura sucks. Try to avoid it if you can.
I can't. Can I get there? Ooh, with Winding Flow, I can get to Xander, so I will race with my wind jump still active.
Heading south out the tower.
I will fly right over there in between this Colium Guard and Xander and Yelena. That's
All
the
right.
idea.
Piercy, it is your turn. You got a Colium soldier with you, and the Vodak not far away either.
So Piercy is going to strike at the Colium soldier. First action. We go.
Like the whole group's at half health.
8.
A
Painfully aware.
40.
40, that is called a critical hit.
Yeah.
You're getting them tonight.
Get rid of them ones. Jesus.
41 points of damage, and 5 of that is fire.
God darn it. I hate the fire. Mainly because it's math. All right. Got it. Boom, and a big slice. Flaming slice.
That's
what they called me in high school.
Second stab with the short sword, and take it again.
Nice.
Yeah.
32.
32 is a regular hit.
All right. Do 1 more damage. And so that's 18 with 3 fire.
Just flaming stabs over and over and over. Creature shrieking.
Boom, boom. He's going to. Is he going to finish it? No, he's not going to do a finisher. Just the normal third strike.
I will let you live. Tell the others.
19.
19 is a miss. You end within 10 feet of Vodak and take 13 points of cold damage from his emanating chilled aura.
Okay.
Piercy is done. It is Palik, stunned, prone. I'm sorry, slowed and prone.
Yep. She's gonna kip up for free.
Oh! Defeated. Vodak goes, son of a bitch.
And then strike.
Yeah, we can all do that.
Let's see here. He's not 5-footed. She'll strike for a 39.
39's a hit, cutting into him. Dragon's looking pissed.
For 25 points of damage.
25 points of damage. He uses his reaction and lets icy blood squirt out upon you. You get no save, and you take 10 points of cold and are slowed 1 for the next round.
Okay. And then with my last
that make
action,
you happy?
I'm going to back away 15 feet.
All right. And you get out of the cold aura and take no cold damage. Sildren the Druid, also known as the Jolly Green Dragon, up to the northwest on the.
So when Master Yaru said, Sildren, get in here, there was a very grim response, on my way. And what it looks like, though, is
Runs away.
you see the dragon form of Sildren getting smaller and smaller as he goes directly up, but then he does a backflip and comes screaming down in an uncontrolled flight straight at and into and on top of Vodak.
Whoa.
As Shunka also comes leaping in, basically trying to time it so that like Sildren is literally not slowing down, and is just taking a full-on 100 feet a turn slam, jaws first into the back of Vodak as Shunka leaps at his throat, but probably more like chest and actually, let's say his wing. He's charging at the edge of a wing.
I don't know if I can heal that.
So tell me how to handle that, because
So you're diving straight at him, is that right?
Yep, like literally just folding the wings in and coming straight down. Like there is zero intent to slow down and just jaws open. Jaws open, just coming straight in.
All right, so this is what's going to happen. You are coming in like a bullet straight at Vodak. Vodak looks up and has a panicked look. If a great cocky white dragon can have a panicked look, but there's no time to get out of the way. You come right at him. You are going to make an attack roll. Don't roll yet. You're going to make an attack roll with a -2 to hit. Do it like the dragon bite or whatever the best attack roll is for that dragon.
Can I throw hero points at this?
And then he can use hero points if he wants, and if you succeed, it's an automatic critical.
Nice.
Okay.
Don't take the energy from it. You're diving down. Oh my god.
Big jaws, big jaws.
I am going to use a hero point because
Yes!
I rolled a 3.
And
You're veering. Everyone's guiding him in.
More left! More!
Good luck.
Here it comes. Must take the last roll.
29 to hit.
29, and you crash into the ground and take 3d10 blunt damage. 3d8, sorry, blunt damage. You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are prone, and you gain a hero point.
And Shunka,
What's Shunka doing?
leaping jaw attack at Vodak.
Shunka can do a normal attack if you want, or because you were at the same moment doing stuff, you can do the special wolf trip ability.
I will use the wolf trip ability.
All right, with the wolf trip ability, Shunka does does not do any damage, but instead grabs and the weight of the wing, Vodak tries to throw him off, and as you crash into the ground, Shunka distracts him enough that you and Vodak are both on your sides or on the ground, quote unquote prone as dragons can be, and Shunka has messed with the dragon's positioning, which is fantastic. Sildren is done. Bali, you just saw this dragon missile.
So essentially what this is, Bali sees this dragon missile and he's already casting the heal on the way down. So we're going to do that. So Bali casts the big focused heal onto Sildren. And we're going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. And Sildren heals this many. 74 life is restored to Sildren.
Huge.
wow.
Thank you.
Huge. So just so everyone knows, when we make fun of Bali he's not the normal cleric with the heavy armor and the shield and the mace. He is a very weak, frail, no armor class cleric. He makes up for it with a crap ton of healing capabilities. That's the balance.
So that one goes down, and then I think Bali needs to tap himself for a heal. So he'll go ahead and end his stuff with a
All right.
66 roll.
Xander, you're outside shaking off some ice, still alive miraculously.
Still alive, amazingly so. But Yelena has just fallen behind me. Is that right?
She is at your feet, dropped and dying.
So with the potion that I still have in my hand, the potion of greater healing that Piercy just gave me, Xander will administer that to Yelena and give her the... Oh wait, no, hang on! No, I was thinking about this. Xander's got this in his hand already, so he's going to drink the potion himself. This is much more important. So he drinks the potion, using that for 37 points.
Okay.
And then he uses a wand that he pulls out of greater healing.
That's a second action. You have this big healing wand. We haven't seen this in a long time.
And he casts the wand of overflowing life and casts that at a 4th level heal at Yelena with that one. And heals her for that.
You just need to know what that is.
Oh, sorry, it's a heal spell, so I'm using the Wand of Overflowing Life, which is casting a heal spell of 4th level on Yelena.
Right, you need to roll that heal then.
Okay, how does that work? I don't heal you guys.
I can make the roll right now for you.
Is it something
no, I
that
can't, not with my
Sildren had
dice.
given?
This is the one that has the overflow chart, so I'm just reading through it real quick.
48 plus 35. 48.
No, it wouldn't be the Pletz York stuff.
It is
I don't think it's that.
1d8 of hit points per level, it looks like. So it's a level 4, so it's 48?
No,
I don't
no
think it
other
has the
bonus.
I don't see it on the wand. I'm looking.
All right, hold on. This is where is it? This is in your gear.
It's in my gear. Wand of Overflowing Life.
I see your wand of grease. I see a wand of fire shield. Oh, you have 3 freaking wands, Xander.
I think I got 4 wands. I've got the wand of Manifold Missiles.
Oh my, you do.
It's like a bandolier of wands.
Don't forget your 5th one.
I'm calling 48 plus 35. That's
Okay, so here's the catch, Xander. You cast the heal spell. You have to choose what level you want to do the how many actions you want to spend on that heal spell, and you only have 1 action left.
1 is touch.
48 though.
Then it's 4d8.
So we'll do 48.
Okay.
As I can get it.
Go ahead and roll 48.
3, 4. Rolling. Big numbers, big numbers, big numbers, big numbers. So 15 points of
15.
health.
Really? My motto is any number, any number.
Yelena sputters back to life. What? Oh, and she's laying on the ground. What? Is it over?
Almost. Not quite.
There's roaring and raging inside the tower. Giant dragons slam.
Dragons are just laying down.
Yeah. And Xander, you mentioned overcharge. Every wand has the ability to overcharge. That lets you use it a second time, which you're normally not supposed to do, but then you risk destroying the wand.
Okay.
Just FYI.
Might be worth it.
All right. It is Yelena's turn. She is just going to rise to her feet and take cover behind Xander. It is the Colium soldiers' turns. There are 2 of them. One right next to Yaru and Xander. Yaru, it is defensively striking at you as you come out of its peripheral vision, and it does its Draconic triple attack. I think that was your intent.
Yep.
Draconic Frenzy on Yaru. Swings its ice blade, almost a natural 20. Instead, it was a total of 29.
Miss.
Second attack follows through with a 26.
Bigger miss.
His tail slices at Xander, though, with a 21.
Miss.
The missiest.
God darn it. And then he will tail Xander one more time. Nope. Everything just caught. Just so many targets. He doesn't know where to strike.
Didn't he miss entirely before too?
This poor guy. Leave him alone.
He's demoralized at this point.
Right. Oh, by the way, I need going back just a quick moment. I need Shunka and the Green Dragon of Sildren to take 8 cold damage each.
Even though he was prone.
Doesn't matter. It's an aura he's emanating. Yeah.
Prone aura.
All right. It is the other Colium soldier next to Piercy. He has been badly hurt. He is flying around the gas emanation of heat and flying to attack the green dragon that's rolling around with his master and is doing a triple attack on Sildren.
We're mating. Leave us alone.
That's a 26 to hit.
That will miss.
Darn it. Boy, they're rolling really poorly. 25 to hit. Uh-oh. Not looking good. And a 24 to hit. Soldiers. Terrible rounds for the soldiers. Vodak clears you out of the way, gets on all 4s, and that takes a turn as he does not have Draconic Kick Up, as far as I'm aware.
Frightening.
Oh, I need to roll a 1d4. Here we go. You do not see any cold growing in his mouth. Darn. All right. 1, 2, 3. What is the best course of action?
Skip your turn.
Just skip the turn. I think the best course of action is who's been doing some Palik. He wants to get. Oh man, there's so many juicy targets. All right. He flies away on his second action.
Oh. Ah!
past Bali. And then bites at Bali, but only gets one attack because he had to right himself. So that's the good news, not a triple attack. Here it comes, Bali. 39.
39. Well, no, that would 39. That's still 10 over. Yeah, just a critical.
Critical hit on Bali for the second time in the icicle jaws. Bali takes 83 cold and piercing damage.
Is Bali able to reduce 10
Yes.
off of that?
Yep, due to your cold protection rune. 73.
Bali has 2 hit points left.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That rune saved my ass.
And you hear, no more healing, priest.
Okay.
Master Yaru, you're outside the tower. You got a soldier who just missed you a whole bunch of times.
I did. I am going to straight up attack him. Straight up.
Just straight up.
Straight up. That's what's
None of
gonna
this
happen.
silly business.
No, we're gonna do a 1-inch punch, 2 action, 1-inch punch.
Oh, real quick, Tom. Sorry to interrupt.
Please,
Alistair.
please.
Oh yeah. Vodak is going to take 17
Jesus.
points of bleeding damage.
Almost max damage.
I don't think it's me you have to worry about. Would you like me to heal that?
Ooh. Ah! Roll it again.
Why? Oh,
I rolled a
critical.
natural
Yeah.
And this is not part of the official rules, but I think that's pretty cool.
11 more
Oh,
points.
man.
Bleeding damage.
That has really added up.
Yeah, that thing's awesome.
So Vodak's looking pretty bad.
Not great. 29. It's a plus. Never mind. Not 29. I'm sorry.
29 connects with the soldier.
It was a 28. I'm sorry. I didn't.
28 does not connect with the soldier.
That's what I thought. I'm sorry. I took a +1 to my AC, not to my saves. But I will use my last action, since that was 2 actions, to do a flurry of blows attack on him.
All right, come on. This
Get
is
him,
your
get him.
second.
Hear Sildren say, "Yeah, Master Yaru, get in here."
Oh,
Oh man.
horrible rolls.
I think Alistair's going to do a mic drop and just walk away in frustration.
might give you a
Oh.
hero point to not have used that turn. No, I'm kidding.
Hang in there. Oh, that's brutal.
We both miss each other a lot.
Oh yeah, it's just a slap fight.
I want it to be a really cool, like, kung fu missing blocking, but no, it's literally cat fight.
All right, it is Yaru, not Yaru,
No.
Piercy's turn.
Piercy,
It's never going to be my turn
racing with his panache over to the opposite side.
So you've held on to this panache forever and are getting great speed value. 65 move is
I
insane.
am.
That's how many
That's
actions?
2.
Jeez Louise.
I could go up to 90 with 2 actions.
That's crazy.
And with a finisher, is going to strike at Vodak.
Ooh, big damage if he hits.
Let's see what happens.
And you get flanking bonus.
Oh my god. We're just hero point that.
It's a 5.
Go point the 5.
Can't do worse than a 5.
Can't do worse than a 5.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh God! Why? Why would
Why
you
do
say
you
that?
Why did you say it out loud?
Just got to get it out of the way.
Good use of hero
Natural
point.
20.
Yeah.
20.
What a fucking finisher.
Roll some dice, baby.
I had part to do with that. I'm flanking.
It's a 22.
I'm calling it. Oh my god, that's a lot of dice.
That's
Holy oh my god.
78 points damage, and
Much
11
fire?
of that is fire. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
There's also persistent fire.
Uh-oh.
So don't roll persistent. That just burns every turn.
Okay. All right.
All right, 78 plus fire damage. He's all yours.
Whoa! Piercy! Good job!
Yeah, Piercy runs over there and says, "Stop it hurting my friends!" And just stabs him right. What you don't know about a lot of ice dragons is that right in the back near the tail, there's a gland. And if you stab that gland with a short sword while using finisher, it just automatically kills him.
The blowhole. Vodak screams out, blasts more breath out into the ceiling. If you were far away looking at this tower, you'd see snow and ice and everything just go blasting out. The rest of the ceiling blasting out as though it was some ice explosion or firework that went off. Ice starts to rain down. More snow starts to rain down. Vodak collapses in a giant heap. The remaining Colium soldiers are quickly dispatched, not by Yaru, obviously, but are quickly dispatched by the rest of the group, and we will take our break there. Wow, don't go away. We've got some very interesting stuff coming up, I think, right after this as well. We'll be back in a couple minutes.
I would like to buy a hamburger.
I would like to buy a hamburger.
I would like to buy a hamburger. Maybe I have a hamburger later. I think right now I go to patreon.com/Inglorious Bards and I give them some of my hamburger monies. Then they give me access to the battle maps, character cheats, after shows, and fan polls where you can vote what happens next sometimes. It's a fun time with the patreon.com/Inglorious Bards.
Vodak the White, champion of Char Ice, lies in a heap of scales and snow and ice and is slowly thawing at the base of this tower.
You just hear a thud on the inside, from the outside.
Yeah.
What do the Colium soldiers do?
They're dead.
Okay.
Dispatched.
Volley approaches the now defeated dragon.
I know your kind will not last long here, and I am happy we are able to take you down. But before we leave,
And he's peering into the now lifeless eyes of this creature.
I take my souvenir. I take it home with me.
And he breaks out his warhammer and starts batting a tooth out of the creature's jaw.
All right.
And in typical Sildren fashion, he's already on his way over. His dagger in hand.
There'll be a lot of
I got next.
He puts a quarter up next to it.
Hold some for me, please.
Bali, you are able to take a fang. It is a clear icicle fang, but it does not seem to be melting, so it will hold its shape.
Fantastic. It's my reward.
Sildren, you wanted something?
Yeah, tooth and scale. Tooth and like any spiky protrusions, things like that. So,
Sildren, you're good at this. You've done this a bunch. Make a nature roll, please.
Can you make one for me?
Natural 20.
I think you can.
45 with my bonus.
Sildren, you are able to pluck out some knife. If you iron chef them into beautifully cut pieces evenly, Chef Ramsay shows you how to get the bones out and everything.
It's fucking raw.
Sildren, you are able to carve out some fangs, but you're also able to get out the eyes of Vodak. You have his eyes. And each one, and you can give one to Yarrow if you want. He did ask for a piece. Each eye, will sell to any wizard or alchemist for 1,500 gold each.
Yaru is not knew what I had seen with your eyes.
Yaru just looks at all of the eyes still on him, like,
No, thank you. But could you bring me his tongue?
Yaru wants
Right,
his
boss.
tongue.
One dragon tongue coming
All
right up.
That you probably want a piece of it. I assume you don't
It's
want
very
like
big.
Yeah, no, it's like a
Maybe
it's a
half.
Volvo size.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. Whatever will fit in
I
my.
say Volvo.
Volvo. Okay.
Volva size.
This is essentially Yaru's trophy to present to Charice.
Oh,
So whatever big enough, a fang will do nicely, but I think the tongue of the one who speaks so freely would do
Okay.
quite even nicer.
So Tom, I cannot figure out how to get my token back to non-dragon shape. So. I hit revert
stuck
and
this
it
way.
doesn't happen.
yeah, you're stuck this way.
Chris, would you be able to hand off your bracelet to me?
Yeah, I thought I had.
So I can actually have it? I don't recall seeing it.
Well,
Oh yeah, it's still in my inventory. So
one dragon down. How many more do we got? Let's go.
I feel so vulnerable around him.
There's still shame.
I gotta get stronger, I think.
We must get stronger together.
Where is Yelena?
He's here.
I'm here.
it's in party loot.
Thank you.
Christopher.
Are you all right?
Bali begins to check her, examine her, and starts performing medicine through the group, but we'll start with Yelena.
All right, you are able to heal her back up. She says, "That was really intense. That was way more than I ever thought."
You did very well, Yelena. You did
For your
very well.
first dragon.
Yeah.
I'd raise a glass to that.
And
So how many is that for you, Bali, that you've killed?
That's a good question.
That's secret. All these teeth fall out.
He's still shaking from the nerves of actually dealing with the dragon. He's frightened one for a week, trying to play it cool.
He does have dwarven dottiness. He holds his own, but he's terrified out of his mind.
The dwarves are known to slay many dragons.
No, I asked how many you had slain.
And
Bali.
many share. Take them one at a time.
Oh, you're supposed to say.
Enjoy this.
You're supposed to say 3 simulated.
How many combat dragons?
What do you guys want to do? You got some dead bodies, a ruined tower, no way down, and cold snow outside.
Xander, is there any way you can create a barrier so that the Colium cannot enter this tower?
Yes, I can.
But what they want is like covered up now.
Still, every barrier we can create to them is to our benefit. They wanted in here and they wanted to gain something from this tower, and anything we can do to slow and deny them would be to our benefit.
Xander will take the time, and he will, once we're done in the tower, he can create a wall of stone that's 20 feet high and surrounds the entire tower as an outer wall, or a second outer wall.
That will be convenient. The only challenge is that this tower is taking massive damage from one huge wall section all the way up 60 feet, and almost 2/3 of the roof is also gone. And then the dragonkin can fly.
There's not much I can do. It's not a tower anymore.
I say we let them find it. How fitting for a champion of Charice to die in a tower of Skorjanar.
Oh, I like that.
Question to you, Tom.
Yes.
Would it be physically possible to separate Voldak's head from his body and stick it on like a pike?
The head's too big for that.
Okay.
What about 2 pikes?
It's going to take 2 D8 pikes.
That's why I took the tongue.
Yeah, just leave it here. I'll bleeding out.
Well, it would be a good display for any Colium guard coming.
I have a good display. Wally starts taking wood scraps and starts piling it up against the body of Vodak.
Oh, the ultimate insult.
Going to make a pyre in praise of the Stone Father.
Yaru, Master Yaru, as Bali is doing that, there's still some light snow. A wind blows several times in through the opening of the tower. And as you look around, no one else pays any attention, but you look around and you look to where the wind came from, out south of this tower, the big damaged opening. And there's a crude little path almost completely covered by the snow. And you see down that path from whence the wind came, a form slowly appear out there, a humanoid form that starts to take more and more shape. And you see it is a 5.5 foot tall humanoid shape, darkish color, and slowly walking, almost like a mirage, as though this was a desert, although this is the opposite of a desert, and getting shimmery and slowly getting more clear as this form approaches. You see, Yaru, that this form that's approaching is a catfolk who is wearing monk garb, very similar to yours.
Okay.
This monk walks closer and closer. Several of you also now turn and can see this catfolk approaching. You do not recognize him at all, though Master Yaru, you certainly do, as your former student, Master Tar-Eye, is slowly making his way across the road and is walking through the tower. The elders agreed, and I was granted access to the Book of Shinorian to grow beyond even Master myself, and to essentially put a stop to this misguided path you are on. Things are different now, Yaru. You cannot be doing this.
What have you done, Tarai? Who do you think you are to take the sacred texts given to us from the gods themselves to better understand ourselves? You use this for your own gain. Do not deny it. You do not see beyond your own selfish regard.
Everything you say, those are the exact words I and the elders are saying to you. I have been given permission by the elders to do this. This, what you are doing, is wrong. These lands belong to the White Dragon. She is returning Varen to its natural order. Both the Temple of the Three Winds and mankind must learn to withdraw, adapt, or perish, and you do not seem to grasp this, Yaru.
You sit in the tower of the temple now, unable to grasp a simple paper from this dead soldier. Do not tell me the things I cannot grasp from thousands of miles away.
That is the problem. You have wandered too far from the temple and lost your place. You are caught up in politics and emotions that do not serve you well.
I may not have read the Book of Shinorian, but I do know this. Things are not always black and white. The middle of the road is always clear.
There is a black and a white. Man is not the rightful heir to these lands. Char Ice is balance. You break every tenet you have lived and sworn by doing this.
I break nothing. I swore an oath to the three winds. I live the three winds. You are an embarrassment. You will be brought to justice. No one creature owns this earth. It belongs to each of us. You confuse power and tricks and sorcery with enlightenment.
I'm disappointed in you, Yaru.
And I am sorry for you.
Again, you are caught up in emotions. You who taught me how to keep my emotions in check. It is not too late for you, Yaru. Leave this war behind. Return to the Temple of the Three Winds. Speak with the elders. Stand before me, and together we will guide Varen back to its rightful place.
Oh, I intend to speak to the elders. I intend to stand in front of you at my own time, and I will bring forth a message to the temple once I have helped change Varen back to the old ways, to help it move forward, not backwards. Yara's just going to turn and face his true enemy, Vodak.
Oh, Tarai doesn't like it, and he gets a frustrated look in his face, but he calms himself and says to you, even though you're not looking at him, "Put your heart aside and look within. Do you remember those words that you taught me over and over? And yet you do not follow your own advice. Make the right choice, Yaru, for this is the last time I will speak with you. Stay clear of this Colium army. If I must return, it will not be as a friend."
You intend to join them. This has been your intention all along. You think it your birthright to join the dragons, because you think yourself above the creatures of man. We are not above any creature. The winds travel in all planes, and you will never travel among them.
You are blind and see only me seeking power. I must stop you from returning the balance that Charis will bring.
She seeks power. She does not seek balance. She is a selfish beast who, yes, has lived a very long time. I see that creature as perhaps needing rest if she is not willing to adapt to the world.
I hope you will make a good decision and head straight to the temple. And I hope I do not see you again interfering with Charis. Goodbye, my friend.
And goodbye to you. And deliver this message to the masters.
He turns around as he's walking away and looks at you.
Seek your true selves. Do not look to the advice of a younger, foolish teacher. He doesn't say master.
Tarai turns and walks back out the door, and as he heads out onto the ice-covered road, he starts to fade away into a shimmer and disappears, and a wind blows, and he is gone.
The threat grows larger, my friends.
There's another one?
I am a fighter in my role amongst us. I try to teach you young Yelena, as we go along, the lessons I have learned. I am not a perfect creature. None are. There are those in my temple who think perfection can be achieved through foolish airs and shortcuts. We must not take shortcuts, friends. We are on a path. If it leads us to the temple now, we shall go there. But we must go where we think is right. Do not let the words of one of my students dissuade us now. Xana, how do you feel?
I'm a little woozy. I mean, I don't feel bad. I'm a little shaky. I've been up and down like 200 hit points in the past hour.
He had to be a level 14 at least. I'm just saying, it was crazy.
Going up and down 200 hit points an hour, that takes a toll on a little gnome.
It's a lot. Otherwise, I'm pretty okay. Yelena, how are you?
I'm still in I don't know that there was. Did you see what I? You didn't see what I did, Xander.
No. What did you do?
I cast some fire
saved
and
us all from the dragon.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you rained hellfire down. It was great.
No, they're exaggerating. And she gets close to you, Pleek, and says, "Shut up, shh."
Okay. You need to be a little braggy around these boys, though.
I did an elemental toss, Xander, and I scared off one of the dragonkin.
Yeah! Good for you! I knew you could do it! You see, you've got power inside you all along! I'm so proud of you!
Is that the one that knocked the designer out?
Yaru is going to go over to the blue marked dragonkin that Tarai was trying to reach something for. Yes, fondling. If it wasn't the naughty bits, he's going to go for the pouch, I believe.
Silver goes with this knife. I'll take care of the others.
Jeez. Yeah, it's a satchel.
Just inspect, every inch of this dude.
All right. You find on this guy, he has a couple potions on him, and a rune, and a glowing white-blue shard of ice, almost like one of those long cylindrical crystals from Superman 2.
Okay.
Fortress of Solitude.
Okay.
Xana, Sildren, can you help me out? These are potions.
Oh, sure.
I get it. Potions. Cool.
What color are the potions? What do they look like? Do they look like healing potions?
There are 3 light green potions that exactly look like healing potions you guys have used and seen before. You know exactly what they are. They are 3 elixirs of life. These are the ones that heal 7d6 plus 7d6 plus 18 hit points. There are 2 of those, correct?
I'd like to have one of those. Those are the
Sure, here.
No, throw it. No.
What?
I don't.
Oh.
I wouldn't. You wouldn't.
Yeah, if you need to look at anything, I can take a look at it.
This is definitely worth looking at. It's a rune, I think. It's got like markings on it and stuff. Otherwise, it could just be a cool rock.
Xander, you see a strong-looking rune and 2 potions and a shard. What are you taking a look at first?
We'll take a look at the rune first.
All right. I'll let you make an Arcana roll, or you can do your risk it taking a 10 or roll.
Yeah, I'll
or
just
take
10 with it for a total of 30.
All right. You fail.
I don't know.
Oh.
Let me look at the other one.
Well, I guess it's just a cool rock. Xana can't do it. He's pretty cool. Yelena, hey girl, how are you? Can you check this out? Can you nunu maybe?
What are you looking at, Xander?
I will now look at the potions.
Potion. All right. Make a roll or take assurance for +10.
We'll roll it this time. That's less than the assurance. It was 23.
23. You do not know what those potions do.
My head hurts a little bit. Stop getting on my case.
Sildren,
my man.
Take a look.
Collecting
So-
teeth over there.
I got a tongue.
Yeah, Sildren has a look at both those items.
All right. First one is the rune.
And that's Arcana.
Yes.
28.
28. No dice.
Rock. I'm going with rock.
Okay. I'll put it
Neat
in
looking
my-
rock.
Skips well into the lake.
And
Almost a natural 20.
for the other one, it's some sort of something. I'm going with rock as well.
The potions are rocks.
Oh my
Okay.
What's the last thing you had?
Yeah,
These items can't be re-examined until we
shard.
gain a level, right?
Correct. House
Well,
rule,
Bali
yeah.
could look at it.
Bali, are you
Crystal
trained in
thing?
Arcana?
If you want me to break it, sure. I don't deal with Arcana. I do healing. I do religious things.
There's a shard of blue ice or something.
28.
Oh, Xander, before you roll, that roll does not count
Nope,
yet.
sorry.
When you start to examine it, the shard, the bluish, bright blue, whitish blue shard, does 2 cold damage to you as it's super cold.
Ow!
And as you do that, you flinch, and in your eyes there is a flash of a image, a view you have of a lake. And this view starts zooming in towards this lake, surrounded by tall trees. And your view swings right over this lake of dark water. And this view has this lake with a hole in it, like a giant drain sucking the water down in. Not a spiral, but just a hole that the water is pouring straight down in. And this image in your mind, this view zooms down into this hole with walls of water, and it keeps going down, 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 down. And at the bottom, you race in your view towards a white sphere of ice that rotates and rotates and rotates, and it emanates with magical power. And then from the side water of this the shaft of water, a white clawed dragon hand stretches out and closes around the sphere, and then boom, you snap back into reality.
Ah!
There goes gravity.
Whoa! That was a trip.
The shard is
I think he has a concussion.
I just asked you what it was.
Ice crackles out of the shard from your hand, just out of the tip. Ice starts crackling, crushed ice, not cubed. And you also see some snow also occasionally puffs out of the shard. Now you can make an Arcana roll, please.
Okay. Wow. Could talk about that later on, but I'm just gonna roll it for now. 37.
With a 37, you do not understand the purpose or anything about this. You do glean one bit of information, though, with a pretty good roll. As you're holding the shard and about to start to talk to people and pointing it at different people, you feel the shard creates that little snow puff whenever you point it in one specific direction only.
Oh, interesting. Huh. Okay, so this might mean something. It's cold as heck, and it burns when you hold it. But I can tell you that it goes places. Okay, let me try to describe it this way. There was a lake that I was looking at. There were a lot of tall trees around the lake, and I just zoom into it. But the lake had like a waterfall inside, but it wasn't like a real waterfall. It was like a circle waterfall in the middle of the lake where all the water fell into it. Then I went down into the water where there was a waterfall, and at the bottom of it, there was this big icy ball. It was like a big sphere of ice, and it was really bright. And it was really strong. And then suddenly, out of the wall of the waterfall, a claw came out and grabbed the ball and it got me right back here.
Hey, Bali, can you do anything about concussions?
He takes his warhammer off his back.
We balance it out from the other side.
But funny thing is, when I point in different directions, it gives me this little puff of snow, only in one direction. See?
That doesn't seem very useful.
What direction is it?
Yaro's
I want
gonna
this
get out
thing
of
light.
Yaro's pulling out his maps
Okay.
to kind
Yeah,
of
in what
see
direction
if I
does
can
it puff?
coordinate in which direction it goes.
Yara, what maps are you speaking of?
I have copied maps pretty much every time we've come across one. Made a note of that every time
I
we've
think
done
the
it.
one you have, I think you just have one, which is of Iveron, which is not a bad one to have as you're in Iveron.
Yes. But I've been working on one that I got from Captain Jagged a long time ago that was super detailed of the Thousand Isles.
You gave that one away.
But I couldn't have like copied it or anything. I thought I made mention of that when we were doing it.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, sure.
I thought we were doing that because, like, when I made the Vren one, it was attached to the
Sure is the
Thousand
answer.
Island one. Appreciate it. So I'm just trying to gauge off of my map and the Colium army maps that we got recently, what direction that snow is appearing at.
Sure. So see if you
If
can,
that's possible.
when you can, in your equipment list, create a little dummy generic item or something like that. I think you guys can add a plus symbol to create an item and just put maps.
I already have one.
Oh, great. And then just change the description to say Thousand Isles and Iveron. So we know.
Cool.
All right. Yeah, you can see that the it is going
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
at the 1 o'clock position out of this tower.
Okay.
And I don't know if you're looking at a map.
I am indeed.
I'm looking at my map. I'm way zooming out. Holy moly, zoomed out too far. If you're looking at a map, that would be northeast, north by northeast.
It's like Raven End.
Kind of what
1 o'clock north by northeast. Okay.
That direction! Point it that way!
Okay. Yeah. So you're just
What
literally
did-
just like on the ground, kind of getting that direction for us.
Xander, what did the lake look like?
It was dark. It was a dark lake. It was very dark water. A lot of tall trees around it. Had a hole in the middle.
But there was you just saw trees, nothing else?
Had a hole in the middle.
No, but around the lake, there was just trees.
It was surrounded, it was in the middle of a dense forest for sure.
Is
Yeah.
Old Castle Lake in the middle of a dense forest?
Old Castle Lake is in the other direction. This is pointing into the Ocaran Forest.
I'm gonna say he doesn't know exactly where at this point because we haven't been that far north. I'm guessing that's creeping into different country territory, or is that still Aberon?
No, it's still Iveron.
Oh, okay. Well, then he'll continue just kind of guessing.
It must be somewhere before the Crag Mountain, near the Endless Pond. It's not quite a lake, but it's pretty close.
A lake to a little gnome, perhaps.
Hey! That's a sizest question and joke.
It is the only source of water close enough, large enough, aside from the abyss itself, the ocean. Do we head in that direction?
Well, did we have another plan?
We were to also go to the Great Desert or the sea, the Sand Sea or something.
I would suggest some rest before we decide to charge off into oblivion.
Yes, maybe level up before.
Is it possible that we can go back to those, that cave that we had, Sildred? That was really nice. I liked resting there.
We could go there, we could join them at the wall and report our progress of defeating this enemy. And as you said, Sildren, we could head towards Old Castle Lake.
That is
But
There's
Bolly's
another
idea-
dragon there, right?
indeed.
Indeed.
And a red. And I look at Bali at that.
Hey, Red. Shale would be on the list of things to deal with.
We have a long list of those things.
And we kill them one at a time.
We are near this pond, if I remember the maps of Varen that I have seen. That would be our closest.
If Xanar's vision holds correct, then then herself is there, waiting. Perhaps Charais.
May I ask, do you think a VR may be strong enough to fight the Charaisi?
I don't.
We beat this one pretty good.
Yes, I beat this one pretty good, but
I helped.
I didn't do shit.
what about the Charaisi?
She is much too powerful. She
It's
trapped
not
us in ice for months.
So what I think too.
It's a foe we would not yet want to face.
Bolly is right. We do need to rest before we face her. The question is, do we go to the east or do we go to the south? If we go north, we will surely meet her sooner than later.
Let's go look for Xanar Lake.
Yeah, Xander, did you see Charais in that vision?
I really did see a big dragon claw grabbing the big sphere. I gotta believe it was hers.
There is only one
It was so scary.
big white dragon left if our sources are correct. They could be mistaken.
We also don't want her making friends with the other dragons. Shale is a very important part of her plan. I don't know how. I don't know why.
Well,
I could guess it why.
with fire on her side, she could be nigh unstoppable.
Yeah, the fire dragons are a pest, for sure.
Yeah.
They would not make any fighting easy.
Hey, is there any way that I could get some sort of cold protection from any of the dragon scales or the Colium armor?
And too bad he didn't identify those runes.
That would have been helpful, baby.
Such a shame.
Is that all it takes?
I have this one. It's
No,
like
it-
sewn in.
I just need something like that. I get really cold. I'm still cold.
You have that big coat.
Thank you. I'm fine then.
And the ability to cast resist energy at will.
And those nice shoes.
You're right. I don't know why I'm complaining. It's my fault.
You're Xanar. It's your thing.
So which way do we go?
Well, you say the Charais is probably at that lake, and you guys don't think we can beat her.
I don't know if she will remain there, but if there is some vehicle that she is an instrument that she is using to become more powerful.
But this thing that Xanar has also came from, might have came from her. How do we know that it's not a trap?
Do you remember that Kol Kuvad had a message that he was trying to send out? He was trying to send a message out to Duween, I think. Oh, that's right. You guys don't read this language. Well, let me look at it again. It says, Duween, waiting for the rift spheres to complete. Awaiting word of Jaws, then silent fate is a threat that would be a great obstacle. We cannot access the tower, and the forces keep us at bay, but the answer she seeks is there. This could be one of those rift spheres.
Must be.
And
what
do we do with
Xander
this?
saw may be a vision, not of this moment, but of something to come as well.
Or a goal or an ambition.
So what's a
I
rift
don't
sphere?
deal with the arcane. It's very wishy-washy. It's all over the place.
Ah.
No instructions. Just here you are.
I agree with the dwarf, but what's a rift sphere gonna do, Xander?
Well, do you remember way back when we were at Majonor's castle? He had writings that talked about accessing the rift. And that's why the Colium guards were there. They were trying to get access to it. They may be working on manipulating some magic with that could help them, I don't know, pull power from somewhere else.
If
Or-
it's this important, it won't be by itself. If Charterice is not there watching it, then most likely she'll have many dragonkin there.
You mean like
You're still scared of these guys, Bolly?
Oh no, I'm looking forward to bashing every single one in. But I also want to be a little realistic. If we go there, it's not going to be by itself. We should be prepared for that.
We know her forces in this battlefield nearby, are at least 1,700 strong.
Hey?
How many forces could she have at this moment? I fear it is more than we are guessing, but I did not assume there would be many forces at the lake already.
And that's not including the Reds that are wandering about. She gains their forces. The numbers are inconceivable.
So it sounds to me that we are somewhat becoming dragon hunters.
Oh,
That
yes,
one is next.
Very much so.
Xana, add it to the list. Let's.
yes! Hunters of dragons!
No, dragon hunters.
Slayers.
Dragon slayers, yeah, Balik.
Slayer of dragons! We are the slayers of Vodak the White!
Well, we hunt them. Piercy slays them.
Vodak! Don't know
But,
what
you
I
know.
got it right. Letters.
It's okay, I can share a little bit of the credit.
Yeah, you only hit him once. It was a good hit. It was a great hit.
You have to know to hit them in the butt again.
But I kind of loosened the top for you a little.
But it was in the bottom that he.
Gotta remember, though, there was those archives of Scourgeonar. That might be something we need also. In the vast desert in the east, right? That's what the ghost just told us. Like 10 minutes ago.
Yes, so there's like 8 places we need to be immediately.
Should we split up? We all go to one?
That
Just send ravens.
I'm saying this now. That would be a bad idea.
Well, what do we do? We roll a dice? Flip a coin?
The immediate threat is definitely the dragons. I still don't know how we messed up with Scourgeonar and broke his treaty.
Either coming into this tower or bringing this part of a dragon inside the tower. Who knows?
Or maybe, just a maybe, someone else found the Jaeger, the black dagger. Someone else maybe found it and did the not so good things with it.
That's possible. But as it is, I feel like we should continue with our mission.
Perhaps losing the dagger altogether was breaking the truce.
That's a good point. Maybe.
It's
And
true.
it died with Brenrose. But he's an asshole.
We haven't seen a body. He may not be.
Again with this, Balik. I mean, really.
Well, it's not dead until you see a body.
And we're not Game of Thrones. Yeah. Yara's just pondering what we're doing.
Do we want to take the fight to the dragons? Or how much do we want to try to Let's boost up ourselves and build up more of our own army.
I've seen you all fight, and you're all talented in your own way. But I know this fight took a lot out of you. If there is another way to bolster our forces or our abilities or give us some particular advantage, that's what we want. Then we would be well off to fight Char Ice and her minions. So whatever in that vein we could do, that I suggest. And that also includes taking any advantages away from her. I lean more towards...
Continue, please.
I lean more towards fighting the Reds at this point. I worry
Diary.
that she takes on their loyalties, and then, well, I hate to think what that would mean.
We are so close to this endless pond that I would hate to miss the opportunity
If
to
that's
strike out
the
against it. But
What
The
you
dragons
decide,
are a
I'm
threat.
eager to go.
and from
What Tom? What? It's still like middle of the day, right?
Yep.
and from the dragon Shale, if we are to defeat him, we are closer to Mirskan and the Nexus point that will take us close to the next tower.
Man's got a point.
So, if we do go to another tower, and that's what caused our rift or our breaking of the truce, that's not gonna. You guys just said we should get more allies. Scourgeonar was an ally, sort of an ally for not forever, but
Scourgeonar seeks for his own self. We
yeah,
must
but if we can
use him
use
the way.
him,
Yes.
you
go
can
on.
use him to defeat Char Ice.
We must use him the way he intended to use us, but we must speak with him first. I think if we go to the next tower, he will listen. Or he will have to fight.
Piercy, what do you think? Should we head east to the desert or northeast to the lake?
And what's that thing in your mouth pouch?
Southwest to the dragon.
I think if we go east, and I think maybe we send messages to the kings that they go and they send the scouts to the north and to the south. But we go to the east.
Well, what if those those scouts might lead on that we know we have information that Char Ice doesn't know that we have.
I think sooner than later, they're going to see that we just killed this Yodak. And I think the Vard is going to get out.
Oh, when they see the smoke, they will.
How long has it been since the encounter with Fendic? 2 days? 3 days?
Yeah, 2 or 3 days.
If we return to the wall and then to Vidic, we may run across your friend Idrisil. He could perhaps be the scout we need. Or one of those wardens for certain, instead of relying on new friends and allies. We seek to make new friends, but trusting them with a mission like that, I don't think would be very smart.
Maybe I can send a birdie.
That would be wise.
How far away is this lake, Yaru? Or this pond, or whatever?
Based on our adventures without Tom telling me, it would probably take us give us a week and a half or so.
To get there?
Yeah, part of it's forest. Part of it is forest, but
Yeah, we got the freaking elf over here that can get us through the forest.
3 days at the most.
That sounds about right.
So 3 days to maybe find something invaluable. 6 days round trip. I mean, it's a week.
the forest would give Yelena some protection and cover. I don't think we should send her into battle so harshly.
And if
Long.
as we approach this area, if there are signs that Char Ice is present, we can be gone from the area, hopefully, without her knowledge.
And then go east like we should have, huh?
Or go south, fight some more dragons.
Yeah,
Wanna fight some more
or
dragons.
to destroy Shale.
So be it. North by northeast.
I'm gonna say, I don't think we decided anything.
So me what? What did I miss?
Let's go.
We're just gonna keep circling around and around. It appears as though
I thought the idea was to get a message via Piercy to the south, and then we go north towards the lake, is what
Yeah.
we ended up on.
that would be
But you guys just keep going round
what
and
I would
round, so-
recommend.
you act like you're new to this group.
And then if as we head that way, it seems like we are facing too much, we can fall back. Let's burn this dragon and be off. Unless there are any objections.
Oh, I'm all for burning the dragon.
I can do that.
Now so be
Or
it.
Yelena, would you like to do the honors?
No, thank you.
Yay! Xander will cast Burning Hands at the pyre.
All right, everyone make reflex saves. Tanner, you cast Burning Hands. The dragon you were just battling not long ago starts to go up in flames. It's one of those like bad YouTube videos where it starts smoldering and burning more than you thought, and you start choking and just kind of like backing out, and it's okay, let's just get out of this tower, and it just starts burning more than you ever thought and smoldering like crazy, and smoke, just like Bali predicted, rises and rises high above. Definitely not the image that Vodak had in mind when he flew to this tower to catch whoever was there, for sure. You guys walk out of the tower, and where are you headed?
We are going to head to the northeast, following the puff of snow that comes out of the blue crystal thing.
All right, and Piercy, were you sending a message?
Yeah, Percy will send a message south, trying to reach Idrisil?
Can you do someone specific?
If I know a place where, if I can tell the bird a
Mhm.
place to go.
Yeah, Yarrow assumed he was going to, well, he said he was going to go meet the general or the king, one of those two. So, whoever he said, I can't remember who it was.
So, Piercy, you cannot reach the general back in Vieric. That's several days away, more than 24 hours.
So the wall to get a message on.
You can reach the wall. You can reach generic soldiers at the wall.
And they can pass them. Yeah, they can pass it along to the general.
Post
Take
haste.
An extra couple hours.
Percy summons a bird and sends a message to the wall.
All
that
right.
We are going north.
If only we had some sort of telepathic gem that we had connected to somebody in this area. In a magical yurt of fire, warmth and comfort.
All right, so you're sending a message south that is saying the defenders of Varen are heading north.
Is sending a message a good idea?
I was gonna say write it in Nordric or something, or like a code.
He knows Nordric.
Like we don't need to telegraph where we're going.
Change every third letter into a symbol.
What you doing?
That bird, get it back here.
I can't. I'm trying to think of something, a riddle of some kind that they might understand.
I don't know if they will.
Nah,
they don't have the information we have.
It's not worth it.
We went east. Wink.
So no message, yes message?
We no message. Never mind.
No message.
Yes, kidding.
Caw.
These birds are 10 cents a message. Bird fees may apply. All right, you guys do not send a message. You get your gear up. The 6 of you plus Yelena and Shunka trudge through some light snow and head to the north by northeast. Your destination, you said, was the
Well, we're following the puffs of snow, which we're assuming leads that way. If it doesn't, we're going to probably have to reassess what our intentions are.
After a week of travel.
Well, only one time around the globe, and then
Yeah, once we get there, we're going to go around it and see if we point.
I think it just points north, and that's all it does.
Right.
It's actually a compass.
Yeah.
I hope it's nothing like Piercy's magical staff. I mean,
Avius's.
staff. All right, you guys head out through the snow and make your way, and it seems to be going in that initial direction as you hike for the first few hours. There is a patrol of Colium soldiers flying several miles off in the distance. You hunker down in your slightly camouflaged white robes and coats, and they fly away. And you start making your way following this little shard and through the snow, heading off in that direction. But there's one thing here that's going to get in that way of continuing here, and that is you guys slew your first dragon, so we have to stop there and level up, my friends. So we are stopping there for tonight. This was a crazy, interesting game for me, for sure. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're going to do the after show after this. Join us on Patreon to hear the after show and our recap of what we thought. And then also we're going to do character level up. It's also on Patreon if you subscribe for just a few bucks to hear what they do and what their choices are for character leveling. We will see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.